you have those friends that you kind of like? You like them a lot. Like, they're really good friends, and but they often come to you with the feeling like, hey, do you want to watch that fucking shitty movie? And you have to go like, yeah, sure, yes, I do want to watch that shitty movie because you asked me. Alone though, I would never have watched it, and that's how I got to watch Jumanji. Okay, so this new Jumanji movie, right? It starts out on the beach. You can see the game sticking off of the sand. It's like the ending of the last one. They threw it in the river to get rid of it because it's fucking dangerous, right? It kills everyone. Who the fuck? Okay, then again, children can compete it, but yeah, it's fucking dangerous. So yeah, then again, but you hear the drums and a guy he goes there and he collects it from the sand. He's like, and you're like, oh, the drums are right. Oh, the boom, 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 drums. And then you're so fucking excited. It's like, oh my fucking god, I love Jumanji. It's not a very good movie, but I fucking adore it, even though I watched it so much when I was a kid and the fighting kind of scared me, right? You have that feeling and you're like, it's gonna be fucking intense. So he takes the board game. He goes to his son. This is 1996. They never say that. They say that way later. It's fucking dumb, right? Stupid. Already. Not very good. He gives it to his son who's playing the PlayStation. And he gets the board games like, okay, cool. Who the fuck plays video games? And, well, I see. I don't know if it was that in. I was like 5 years old. But, okay, you see. Doesn't matter. Doesn't fucking matter. Get to the point. Okay, but he doesn't want to play and he keeps playing the video game. Apparently, what Jumanji can do, the board game, it can get really offended. Yeah, what doesn't get offended in 2017? Who the fuck knows? Even the board games get offended. And what it does is, it changes into a cartridge to a game for a console. I've never seen, doesn't matter, but okay. So, magic, yeah, okay, it can suck people in, so why not? And you see in the night, he picks it up, he hears the drums, he's like, whoa, he drops it in, he never goes like, used to be a fucking board game here, now it's a cartridge. What? That's some shit, sick magic shit, what? He doesn't, so he takes it, he puts it in, he starts the fucking game, right? And you see some green thing and he's gone. Fast forward like 20 fucking years. 2016. That's why it got triggered. Oh, everything makes sense now. Fuck this. So we fast forward these 20 years and now we see the protagonist. The people we are supposed to care about, right? We have the skinny, white, Jewish kid who goes, L'chaim! And oy vey and everything like that, you know. They have to have those jokes. That's his personality as well, by the way. He's the skinny nerd. And he's finishing up some homework for a friend, I guess, and he's also playing some Street Fighter, so we know that's a nerd. Not only is he playing the game, he's constantly out loud yelling what he's doing, because that's what you do when you play fighting games. You yell, triangle, jump, headbutt, kickflip, dick suck, all the things. You know, it's fucking terrible. Okay, so he finishes up and he runs to it. That's why we meet a second protagonist, which of course is the big jock, the big, hot, strong, not too smart black person. Not that those two are connected. Well, okay, that's the movie. So the dumbest guy in the movie, he's black. I don't care. I care if they have personality, which none of them. That's his personality. He is smart, but he's not as smart as the nerd. That's his arc. But instead, he's strong and he's popular. And he gets the homework. And they go to school. They split up because they might be friends, but he doesn't want to associate with the nerd because he's a skinny white boy. And if you associate with white guys nowadays, well, you're worse than scum, I guess, because cisgender white guys, I know, it's fucking disgusting. What's wrong with that? What? Okay, so anyway, what happens now is that they jump cut to an Instagram girl, you know, the kind that hashtags everything. And who goes, okay, so... hashtag no filter, hashtag all that shit. She's lying, she takes ages, everything has to be correct. So, you know, okay, her personality is, she's a spoiled fucking asshole. She's a cunt. She's everything you don't like, okay? And then, oh wait, that's enough. We know everything we need to know about her. And then we jump to the last person, the last protagonist of the movie, at least what seems to be the last protagonist of the movie, which is the nerdy girl, who has all the same traits as the nerdy guy. Except the video games. She likes to read instead of play video games. And she insults the teacher. It's not good. She gets sent to detention. The two main guys, the black guy and the nerd, they get sent to detention because, of course, one of them made the other one's assignment. You can't do that, apparently. That's cheating, I guess. And the last one, she takes a phone call in the middle of a test. And what? Okay, so now we know. That's the connecting thread between them. Like, this is how... they know each other, and this is what's going to do, right? It's fucking ridiculous already. It's I want to know my characters. Anyway, let's jump further. They get sucked into the game because they get sent to detention in a locked old room that has to be cleaned out. Because without supervision, I've been in detention one time because I lit a hedge on fire. Yeah, kids. And there was a teacher there sitting and watching, but I don't know. Maybe it's the new thing. You get sent to a room, you have to clean it out. No one watches you, and if you don't finish, you can come back and finish again, and no one's gonna watch you that day. Anyways, they find the console that the guy from 1996 used, and the game's still in, so they set it in. They decide, okay, everyone, even though none of them wants to, they're like, okay, let's play for a couple of minutes. I think I sucked into the game. So here's the big twist of the movie. Like, they get sucked into the game, and guess. Use your wildest fucking imagination. What do you think they become? The exact fucking polar opposite of what they are in the real life. So, of course, like we see in the fucking trailer, the skinny nerd becomes the huge, he becomes the Rock. He has a smoldering intensity. He's big and strong and hot and sexy. And the nerd girl becomes the sexy kick-ass girl. And the strong black guy becomes the weak black guy. And the hot lady becomes the fat white man. And it's, wow, it's spot on. And then what it proceeds to do is just shoot you in the fucking face like a constant piss stream of out-of-body jokes. And some of them, yeah, granted, some of them made me laugh because it's tough not to get caught by the situation of people laughing beside you, but some of them are okay. Most of them you have heard 20,000 times before, and it's like an airy, out-of-body, something's different piece of shit, right? You know, it's terrible. What happens then, though? So, after a while, it doesn't take like more than 2 minutes and the white guy realizes, okay, we're in a video game. It makes perfect sense. It's fucking weird. How do we do? Okay, we have special powers. That's fine. Then an NPC, and this part I actually like, an NPC from a video game comes by and picks them up and tells them the quest. And he can only say the same thing because he's an NPC, as he's not programmed to have a personality and such. And then there's a cutscene, and that part again I like. It's fun because they can't do anything. They're stuck. They have to watch the cutscene, and it's a fine little. It feels like a game at least. And that's one thing this movie has going for it. It feels a little bit like a game. I guess that's pretty good. But when you don't have much else going for you, is that enough to warrant a watch? Anyways, back to the plot. Okay, so the cutscene, it shows that an evil guy, which personality is that he is in fact very evil, right? He stole a thing that make him able to control the animals of Jumanji, okay? And then he lost the thing, and the guy who picked up the thing gave it to the heroes. But the guy can still control the animals of Jumanji. Cause, sure, why not, I guess. It's weird. Okay, anyway, they have to travel through levels, of course. It's a video game. To different points. And they do that. They each have to die in a silly way to begin with. They have lives. Like, cause again, video game, do you get it? It's a video game. It's silly fun. No. So they die in funny ways, like getting eaten by a hippo and falling off a cliff because you got pushed by your old friend, and then all the funny stuff, getting shot through the chest. It all sounds worse than it is. It's so try hard comedian. But it doesn't quite fucking get there, right? Anyway, they learn the strength, and they fight the bad guys first in a Mad Max-esque motorcycle chase, where again they have to point out it's a video game and your skills. So every fucking thing is saturated in they are in a game, and sometimes it works. Like the CGI is fucking atrocious. The animals look like fucking dick dog shit. It's fucking disgusting. I think I could make better shit in Blender. It looks terrible, but it kind of works because it's supposed to be a video game from 1996, so it works. But okay, the costume that every NPC is dressed as a Mad Max reject doesn't work. Fucking weird, out of place, doesn't fit the Jumanji jungle, as we remember from the old movie, old Jumanji, where the one guy from Jumanji we see is a hunter, in really old school safari hunter, and he's fucking terrifying, by the way, but I love him. And that's how I thought they would look, but no, they look like Max rejects with mohawks and everything and motocross and all that bullshit. It's fucking shit. And so the whole story, though, is that they have to travel from point A to B with the thing they got and deliver it, and that's it. That's the plot of the movie. And while they do that travel, they have to, of course, learn to live with their new bodies, and they learn new strength and become better friends through hardship and having to help each other, I guess. And I think, okay, that's how you write a movie, I guess. I mean, come on, right? What is the manuscript? 4 sentences long? Sucked in game, deliver artifact, get out of game, friends. I think that's the manuscript. And then to just do whatever the fuck you want, right? That's the fucking manuscript. Okay, so they go there and they have to go to some trials. They mostly only die in a comedic way. Sometimes they, like, with the one that gets shot, it's so out of left field. It's fucking dumb, and they have a side about someone explodes if he eats cake. Spoiler, fuck this. No one's gonna watch it anyway. But yeah, what the I mean, shit on a shingle. Who wrote this? Oh, sorry. Shouldn't they hire someone to write this? Don't you usually have a guy or a girl to write a manuscript? I don't get it. I could write it better. I'm pretty fucking sure I could. Okay, so that's the start. That is the start. Okay, so there's an end sequence. They get out of game, and of course, because they spend less than a real life day in there, they're all fucking friends. They changed their personality. They did a 180, right? Every single one of them are friends now, and they are. Oh, she's not shallow. She likes to camp outside, and he's not a thin nerd. He's a thin nerd that dares do things, or so. And she's not a nerd girl. She's a nerd girl that dares do things. And the big bloke, he didn't get more intelligent. But he's not as much as an asshole, which he never was. Frankly, he very rarely acted like a bitch, but apparently he was. So yeah, I guess kind of feels like something's missing. Anyway, do you think you have heard this story before? If you have, leave a comment. I don't know. Yeah, it seems pretty fucking traditional story-wise. What the shit? Fucking shit. Okay, so anyways, let's look at this. Where do I begin? This movie, it's not terrible, but it's not good. It kind of hits sloggy, where it's so fucking bad that you can't help but laugh sometimes. And okay, shout out to the actors, because The Rock and Jack Black and all the others, the two other, I forgot his name, the tiny black guy, he's usually funny, Steve Hart, something. They do a really good job compared to what they have. They try, and they succeed sometimes. At least if you can see they seem to enjoy doing this. So they seem to have fun, and that actually helps a lot, like passing through the enjoyment to the viewer. When the actors actively look like they want to be there, and they did. The kids as well, they clearly know how to act, but since they have no fucking manuscript to work with, and almost no fucking direction besides you're a nerd, you're a jock, you're also a nerd, and you're a posh bitch. That's it. How are they supposed to act? How are we supposed to say, hey, that's pretty cool? Because it's fuck that shit, right? Okay, so as said before, the CGI is fucking terrible, but it kind of works. The costume direction is fucking atrocious, because again, it's Mad Max Reject in the jungle. The whole atmosphere of the fucking jungle is wrong. You know that whole, what's it called? The atmosphere of the first one, which is, it is a kids movie, but it's kind of dark still, and sometimes a bit scary with the hunter and the big plant that eats an entire car, and the herd of stampeding beasts and such. It's kind of like, whoa, shit, Jumanji must be a fucking terrible place, right? It might be like a horror jungle, dark, like the cartoon of Jumanji got a better feeling. It felt less cartoonish than this, but then, of course, this is a fucking video game, right? You have to remember, it's a fucking video game. Video game! Yeah, okay. Now, what I want to say more. I've already spent way too long explaining the plot of this shitty movie, or explaining the fucking lack of a plot of this shit stain of a movie. And I want to discuss the characters, but I can't. They're not characters. They are one-dimensional. They can be summed up by 4 words. Like, The Rock is strong and brave, athletic and hot, I guess. That's it. That's his personality. Jack Black is fat and a woman, and bad endurance because he's fat, and a woman stuck in a man's body. I guess that's it. That's the personality. Kevin Hart, that's the name. Small, not strong, less strong than the other anabiologist. That's his personality. And they have more personality than the kids who play them out the game, which is again skinny nerd. That's his personality. He likes video games, and he's a nerd. Wow! I know, right? Wow! Whoa! As they say, fuck off. So, I can't take this anymore. There's nothing more to say about this movie. If I have to rate it, that's the worst part. I can't. Don't go watch it. Watch it when it's on DVD. It's slug. I bet you would find some enjoyment. At least you can laugh at how fucking bad it is. The entire fucking thing. The worst part is it's in a video game, and you could set this up, and you could make so many fucking awesome gags. There's literally no roof on limitation on your imagination. They even talk about a scene where 2 orangutans shut down another pilot. They don't show it. Instead, they have a chase with some rhinos. How is that more exciting than 2 apes flying a plane? How is that not a huge missed opportunity when you have a fucking magical video game where you could do any fucking thing and you don't use it for fucking jack shit? I don't know. I can't. I had no hope going into this movie. I went because of my friend, and I don't have an opinion. It's mediocre. It's so mediocre. It's such a piece of slug shit. I'll forget this movie tomorrow. I don't know what I watched because there's nothing to it. I feel, okay, fun fact, I feel less insulted by this than I did Star Wars 8, because at least, even with no characters, this one, they get somewhere, and they don't ruin stuff I like as much, even though, like, because you can still watch Jumanji 1 and think, oh, it's still fun, and watch this and say, oh, it's not the same. Well, it's Force Unleashed got kind of, but that's another story. Let's not talk about this. Okay, so let me give it. Don't spend your money on it. Wait, watch it when it's on Netflix or some shit like that. I don't know. That's it. That's my review. It's so fucking mediocre, right? I'm having trouble talking about it because there's nothing to say about this atrocious piece of mediocrity. But bland, shallow, fuck. Okay, so I have to give a rating, I guess, because people like numbers. So I'm gonna give it 2.5 smorgasbords out of 14. Yes, it's pretty much it. Thanks for watching or listening. It's more of a listening thing to my terrible review of just mediocrity. Like the movie. This review is as mediocre. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Have a nice day.